Shark attacks go viral. They strike terror. But the hidden clues are even more shocking.
When I look back over my shoulder, it's like an 8-foot Caribbean reef shark right there. Wow, it got me good.
Experts break it down.
How would we react? We'd be pissed off.
To find out if we are shark bait.
Could you imagine being on a riverboat in Illinois and seeing a bull shark? It's a big-ass shark!
The Florida Keys are all about sun, sand, and a laid-back attitude. More than 2 million tourists visit the beach destination annually.
Keys are awesome. Everybody's there to have a good time, and we say Key West is a quaint little drinking town with a fishing problem.
Parker Simpson has lived in Key West for 6 years and is an avid spearfisherman.
Spearfishing is my passion. I go spearfishing, I try for twice a week.
Parker wears a camera on most dives.
I wear my GoPro on my mask. It's attached to the mask, so when I turn my head, it sees everything I see.
And he's no stranger to swimming with sharks.
We see sharks 80% of the time. Oftentimes, they just circle us a little bit and then take off.
But what happened in June 2017 was different. And Parker caught it all on video.
We woke up any normal day going on the boat. The weather was perfect, the visibility was great. It's about 55, 60 feet deep there. It's kind of one of our super secret spots. All of a sudden we started seeing black grouper. It's one of our target species. Put our gear on, got in the water, and swam off.
Parker and his dive buddy Justin swim out from the boat.
He and I drop at the same time, and we're going down together. He sees one, he lines up a great shot, and it was kind of a long shot, and it was broadsided on the fish, so he let the gun go, and the fish takes off, takes his gun with it, and goes into a rock. And I shoot the fish to make sure that I've got it on my shaft now. It's not going anywhere. And both head for the surface, so it was really precise in how he handled it. So I'm got it in my hand on the shaft, and I'm swimming back to the boat, and face down in the water. All of a sudden, I heard him yell through his snorkel, and I looked back over my shoulder, and it was like an 8-foot Caribbean reef shark right there, and it was pissed. So I tried to turn over, and by that time, it was already up about at my fins, and I put my fins up to kind of stop it. It bit my left fin, and then came up, and I put my knees up to my chest to kind of block my chest, and I started swinging at it with the shaft in my hand, and it ended up biting the line and the fish. And then I look down, and I see the fish swimming to the bottom, and my leg wide open. They got razor sharp teeth. It's like cutting yourself on a piece of glass. You don't feel it. As soon as the ordeal was over, all the bubbles cleared, and I looked straight down at my leg, and I go, oh, okay, that's where it brushed me? Oh, no. And I saw it, and I was like, wow, it got me good. I could see where it had pulled out a large, substantial portion of my shin, the muscle and skin all included.
Globally, shark attacks are rare. But the state of Florida is the site of more attacks than anywhere else on Earth. Home to about 1/4 of all unprovoked attacks worldwide each year.
What makes Florida unique is really the fact that there's just so many people in the water. Humans are in the shark's habitat.
They're very familiar with people because there's so many people that go out on the water to those spots. You know, those are common spots, and sharks roam.
The shark that bit Parker is common in Florida's waters, the Caribbean reef shark.
I think a fun fact about reef sharks is actually they're often called apex predators, but in fact they're what we call mesopredators. So they're really more in line with Groupers and other large fish that live on the reef. Reef sharks are preyed upon by larger sharks, so when a tiger shark, say, or a large hammerhead comes around, the reef shark could then become the meal.
They might not be at the top of the food chain, but reef sharks are still deadly predators.
All of our really close calls have been with that kind of shark.
Reef sharks can be aggressive in a way. They're still hunting fish. They still are fairly large. You know, Caribbean reef sharks, gray reef sharks, they can get up to 6-7 feet, and they do have several what we call agonistic displays. So whereas a dog might, arch its back, stick the hair up, clench its teeth, reef sharks do something similar, and they can be quite intimidating.
In the same way a dog might growl, sharks use body language to express themselves. But it's up to us to recognize the signs.
The shark's version of a growl is that it will put its pectoral fins down. It can actually bare its teeth. It'll arch its back. Sometimes it'll start spinning in circles like The Exorcist. So you really want to watch for any change in behavior, any sort of sharp and aggressive movements up and down in the water column, quick, tight circles, and really look for those pectoral fins and the back arch.
If a shark is agitated, what should a swimmer do?